see a road in front of me. Okay. So what I'm going to do at before any maneuver, you clear your turn, you do your cruise setting, you do your maneuver pre-maneuver checklist, and then you start. So you start at north heading. When you're north heading, the first part of 90-degree turn, what you do is you start with 30-degree bank first, okay? As soon as you turn 30-degree bank, and you do that with the help of your aileron and a little bit of left rudder to come out of that adverse yaw. And you know what adverse yaw is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me?
Let me know.
Should I tell you?
Yes.
Okay. So a DP will do that to you, also the examiner. What happens when you're trying to turn left, if you're trying to turn left, the left aileron goes up and right aileron goes down. The left aileron creates more of the drag on the left wing, and the right aileron, because of the curvature is increased, it creates more lift and you turn, right? But remember, there's something when you try to create lift, there's also comes some of the drag. So when the downgoing aileron, when it's create lift, it also creates some drag. So when you're trying to roll to the left, it will first yaw to the right because of the downgoing aileron. So how to overcome that, we need little bit of left rudder with left aileron. Okay. So how you start this turn? We are, as an instructor, you need to tell your student you need little bit of, you use your aileron and your rudder coordination to keep the ball in center. And in which first thing you do is bank to 30-degree bank. When you're doing left, so let me explain, I'm just doing at the left. So when you do at the left, you turn at the 30-degree and then you immediately add full power, because this is the high performance maneuver. You want to use all the power you can. So add full power and start slowly pitching up. Okay, so you keep that 30-degree bank straight but start slowly pitching up. Try to increase that angle of attack. Okay, yeah, slowly. And when you come to, so you start at north heading. If you're making left turn 90 degrees, so what will be your heading now?
That would be west.
Awesome. So when you approximately come west, I would not remember, this is a visual maneuver, so beginning only, you probably, if you have a parallel road going or something, I will select that, and then when you come to the west heading, so you done the 90-degree turn. At this point, you should have approximately 15-degree pitch, and you have to maintain that 30-degree bank. Okay? What happens when you pitch up? What other control you want to put? When you pitch up, what happens to your coordination?
Yeah, it goes off because of the propeller P factor, so you want to add more rudder to compensate.
Which rudder?
Right rudder.
Awesome. Even you're turning left, this is kind of funny. Even you're turning left, you have to use a little of the right rudder to keep the your ball in center, to keep your flight coordinated. So when you come here, you have 15-degree pitch. You hold that pitch, 30-degree bank. After 90-degree point, what you do is you hold that pitch. Now you try to reduce that bank angle. So from 30-degree, you'll start to slowly reduce that bank angle. So you're still turning, but not that much. So in this half, you have 15-degree pitch, and you have reducing bank. Okay? Are you with me?
Yep.
Again, as soon as you start pitching that, you added the full power in the first 90 degrees, as soon as you start pitching, increasing your angle of attack, what happens to your airspeed?
It slows down.
Slows down. So that's the fun part of it. Suppose you start your cruise in Cessna 150 or 172, maybe 110 or 100 knots. When you start from here, you will see the airspeed is going to bleed off. And if you're doing it very nicely, gently and gradually, the airspeed is going to bleed off slowly. When you come and you still try to come, the 90 degree, now you hold that pitch and try to reduce the bank. By the time you complete your 180 degree turn to south, coming back to your road, you should be slightly above your stall speed and some altitude increased. But remember, what happens is, on the first bank, you still have fairly more airspeed. The second half, your airspeed is reducing constantly. So you need more and more right rudder, because what happens if there is not a lot of airspeed? What happens to your control surface? Do they work efficiently or not efficiently?
Not efficiently.
Yeah, exactly. So when you are lesser and lesser airspeed, you need more and more right rudder in your second half. Okay. Second thing, you are trying to maintain that 15-degree patch, the bank, that is used by which, how do you maintain your pitch? With what control? Elevator. So again, that is not going to work also, because now you have less and less airspeed. So you need more and more back pressure to maintain that 15-degree pitch. Sorry. So it is kind of difficult. We say that you have to keep that pitch, but you actually keep adding more power to keep it back. But don't yank it. Just keep that 15-degree pitch. Or just look at the attitude, how the airplane is doing. Just keep the attitude looking outside, the picture outside. So you need more right rudder, more back pressure coming here. The airspeed is reducing. Another thing I would like to talk about, and how do you recover?
Just put your nose down and level off.
Level out, excellent. You don't want to descend, because the whole your aim was to climb, so you don't want to descend. So the whole your turn should be coordinated. You should have the rudder in the center, the ball in the center. You should have the first is a fixed bank, changing pitch. Second is a fixed pitch, changing bank is like reducing, and more right rudder. So what are the common errors you think students can do?
I don't know.
Okay. The common error is always, first one is the student will not look for traffic, not clear the area, not look for traffic, looking too much inside. You should look inside, but it's a visual maneuver, so you have to look outside. Number two, what they're going to do, they're not going to use enough rudder to keep the ball in center, to keep themselves coordinated. Number three, what they can do is, if they start banking faster or more, what happens if you bank more? What happens to...
You're going to turn too quickly.
Turn quickly. And when you turn quickly, would you have enough time to lose that airspeed?
No. So you wouldn't gain as much altitude.
Exactly. So you won't gain as much of altitude. You're not going to lose the airspeed. You will be like way above stall speed. So that is another one. What happens if you turn too shallow?
You'd stall before you got your turn.
Exactly. I like it. Yes. So you're going to stall before you come to your south heading. So these are some errors you want to look for, and when you teach your student. And you don't want to lose altitude at any chance. You don't want to stall plane. Remember, you're not going to stall your plane. You never want to stall your plane, because then you're going to hit your mountain if there is a mountain in front of you. You just want to be slightly above stall plane. Yes, you might hear little stall warning horn or buffet. Some instances, that's it, okay, but you do not want to stall or spin. Or if you don't, instead of doing Chandelle's climbing turn, if you start doing just steep turn and do not ever climb, that is also a failure. So these are some common errors. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you.